What I'm about to read to you is something that was sent to me. I did not write it. I actually don't know who the original author is. I'm not sure if this will happen. I mean, could it? Well, anything's possible right about now. Whoever wrote it is a lot smarter than me. But I believe it's very important to listen to, and I will be reading it verbatim. Are you ready? Here we go. Please bear with me. On April 20th, 2025, the United States may initiate its final steps into authoritarian rule. That's the day Donald Trump's advisory committee is expected to release its findings on whether he should invoke the Insurrection Act, a move that would allow him to deploy the military domestically and allow Trump to impose martial law. And as his 2 months in office have already shown, he won't stop at just a legal opinion. Expect an executive order even that same day or the next, officially declaring the Insurrection Act, restricting freedoms in the name of restoring control of the border and perhaps in blue state cities, and setting the larger plan in motion. Of course, this won't be framed as an attack on democracy. It will be packaged as a necessary response to crisis, as authoritarian takeovers always are. But once it happens, there's no going back. This will be the point of no return. This is how democracy ends. Here's their playbook. It won't all happen in one night. Instead, the process will unfold in stages, each step making resistance harder. Free elections and free press and the right to protest will disappear one piece at a time until there's nothing left to save. Left-leaning and even more centrist people will be alarmed. Peaceful protests will be organized nationwide, as they already have been being organized now, with growing numbers of people joining protests each week. The call to resist will grow louder, and large-scale demonstrations will begin forming in major cities. This is exactly what Trump wants. He didn't invoke the Insurrection Act sooner because he needed his opposition to gather first, so he could use them as a tool for his next step. He also waited 90 days instead of invoking it on day one as Project 2025 recommended, so he would have to have his people in place and remove those who would oppose them in the government, military, courts, and civil positions. His cabal is waiting for a strong reaction. They want massive unrest. They need a justification to kick off the next step in their plan. The protests will turn violent quickly, maybe in a day, maybe during the next big protest the following weekend. It will turn violent not because of the protesters, but because they will have been infiltrated by agents provocateurs. From militia groups like the Proud Boys, whose goal is to escalate as quickly as possible and give Trump and his cabal an excuse to trigger the next stage. Expect terrorist bombings, targeted assassinations, or high-profile acts of violence, either staged or exploited, to justify the crackdown. There may even be an extremely high-profile assassination of a leading right-wing leader that changes everything in a moment, and the woke radicals will be blamed, and the country will rally around more extreme measures to bring back order and control. The media will be flooded with images of chaos, pushing the public into a state of fear. Calls for order will follow. Stage 3, Trump has already invoked the Insurrection Act, so now he declares even more extensive and repressive martial law and orders troops into major cities where most oppose him, branding protesters and opponents as seditionists, traitors, and the woke mob. He will call on good Americans to grab their guns, like the patriots of 1776, and join the militias forming to restore order and take back control from the leftist threats. Using militias also gets him around resistance from military leaders who might oppose his orders. The militias already exist. Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, Three Percenters, and others. And they are not some distant fringe. They were at January 6th. The most extreme and radicalized are all released from prison now. They are ready to roll and to answer Trump's call, which they've been waiting for 4 years. This will be framed as helping the police and keeping order. Law enforcement will quietly welcome them, or in some cases, will deputize them with Trump's support. So I'm not going to read the entire article because it is long, but it does go on. It is wild and almost crazy to think that this would be a thing, but like I said before, anything is possible. You can find this article on medium.com. Anyway, it's food for thought. Hope you all enjoy your day.